some of the dual credit courses that will fit in that pathway. So we feel like when working with Eastern Kentucky University and having some of our teachers teach these classes, we can grow our own teachers. And we feel like this is going to be, because it's needed, trust me, you all know. And it's just something we got away from, and we have so many good kids that come through Rockcastle County High School who, unfortunately want to pursue paths through other avenues and that take them away from our county. We feel like that to get students involved in education early, maybe they'll see this. And it's a shame that how negative society has become towards teachers, which it really bothers me, because there's many people in this room who chose to commit their lives to educating children, especially those here in Rockcastle County. And that's something we got away from. And it's not anybody's fault. You can blame it on COVID. You can say what you want. But it's something that we've got away from, and we got to get back in touch with. So we have different options. We know that not every kid is going to be able to take dual credit courses at Rockcastle County High School. We know that there's going to be some that are going to be afraid that, and it's getting better, but there's some that are afraid to take these dual credit courses in high school because they, unfortunately, they see it as too big of a challenge, or, whatever. But there are ways that they can reach completion in these teacher education program without going through Eastern and their dual credit pathway. Now let me explain how this works. So, and if you're a freshman, you can take a class next year that will be taught at Rockcastle County High School, and it's basically, I can't remember the name of the exact class. You remember? Yeah. Intro to Education. There you go. But it's and it will be more about teaching strategies, what goes on inside the classroom, maybe some lesson plans, unit plans, curriculum, such as that. The second education class that could be an option to them will be more about the district as a whole and the education as a whole, the larger scheme of it. And then there will be a special education class. And then a fourth possible class is just what happened to legislator. They have said that they can do an apprenticeship, I guess an internship, so to speak. If they get up to 300 hours, it could count as a class in that pathway, which would mean we're hoping that we can work it out to where we can send some of our senior students to the elementary schools, either in the first 3 periods of the day or the last 3 periods of the day, to work with the elementary schools and those students as those principals choose. And this could be a great opportunity to see. Of course, it would be there every day, and it would be a great opportunity for those children to see if teaching is for them. And we also feel, I say this a lot, and people kind of make fun of me. We got to make education sexy again. I mean, we want our seniors to have a reason why to get out, to get out of the building, to go to those elementary schools every day, because it is. And I tell you, and I was blessed to get to go to elementary school for Mount Vernon Elementary for 5 years, and it's a great experience. And we feel like that will be encouraging to a lot of our students to get them to go and be looking at being a teacher. Again, they can take dual credit courses through Eastern. They will be in Rockcastle County High School. These students will. So with this education pathway, they have a potential of leaving with 12 credit hours at Eastern Kentucky University, or wherever college it will transfer to. It's good for Eastern. I don't know what's happened since I left there, or a lot of us went to Eastern, and it just seems like that there's less and less teachers being turned out every year. So I think this is a good opportunity. Another pathway we're talking about is law and justice. The registering for classes we've done here in the last couple weeks, this has been very popular. It would be more of a criminal justice class, a forensics, like a criminal investigation class. I can't remember all the names of the classes. And there's a health and wellness. So she knows health and well-being for law enforcement, and there's an option for the last two. But this also we spoke to the dean at Eastern Kentucky University in the College of Justice, and he talked to us about this is going to be a way for kids to get dual credit at Eastern as well. I even asked the guy, I said, what's your end game on this? I mean, why does this benefit Eastern? And he said, we want them to have those hours and jump right into our program. And, Eastern, we work with Eastern, Kentucky University, and Somerset Community College on these dual credit courses. And it's a great thing. I mean, it is an amazing thing. I can't remember the exact dollar amounts. I know Miss Casey had it, of the number of hours it would cost our kids if they'd have gone to college without getting these dual credit courses at Rockcastle County High School. And those are a lot of things we've been working on. And it's and like I said, if you watch the news and the legislature, I mean, it's pretty recent in the last couple of weeks that they've passed some of these bills to go in effect. In talking to Eastern through their College of Education and the criminal justice, they kind of knew ahead of time, I think, what potentially could happen. So they helped us out a lot on that. But, it's exciting. We've been able to do this without adding staff. And we knew that was important. And it's great for our existing teachers have been able to, they have, they've agreed to go maybe walk out of their comfort zone and teach in different classes that they're still able to teach. I mean, don't get me wrong, but to make this happen. And we're really excited. It is kind of a scary thing because it is something different that we're doing. However, we still are offering. I mean, there's nothing that we've had to cut so far. It is maybe a couple of electives, but we have so many of our students. And again, it's nobody's fault, but they get to their senior year and they really don't have classes because they've worked so hard their first 3 years. Once they get to their 24th credit, they've got 3 or 4 classes that they can kind of take and get senioritis. Okay, I just want to get away from that. I just want kids to have classes that are going to mean something to them whenever they leave Rockcastle County High School. And I'm not knocking. Hey, it's great to have 4 years of PE. I mean,
You speak from experience.
I speak from experience. I had football class. Everybody knows that. And listen, we have a great weight